The 17th China International Cartoon and Animation Festival is being held in Hangzhou, capital of East China's Zhejiang province. The festival is a highly anticipated gathering for industry insiders and fans from home and abroad.
The world's largest Iron Man sculpture, standing at an impressive height of 5 meters and weighing 540 kilograms, debuted at the festival. Since its inaugural event in 2005, the festival has become a highly anticipated gathering for industry insiders and fans throughout China and the world. This year's theme is Common Prosperity in a New Era. Animation inspires the future, and will surely live up to its renowned reputation as one of the largest trade fairs for animated films, cartoon publications, and cartoon products. Hangzhou Flowing Color Animation, the studio behind iconic titles such as Ne Zha and Legend of Deification, promoted its newest animated feature, The Snake Become Human, at the festival, which is scheduled to be released during the 2022 Spring Festival season. Its booth has incorporated many Chinese elements from the film, creating a unique homespun style.
The Snake Become Human is a classic legend of Westlake, our world cultural heritage. It represents a classic image of Chinese animation and is deeply loved by young people. The younger generation are increasingly interested in domestic animations, and our traditional culture is also being revived. I think the future of domestic animation is looking prosperous. For our booth, we hope to reflect the culture of the Southern Song Dynasty and present this immersive offline shopping experience.
One of the festival's highlights is always the Golden Monkey King Awards, which not only represents the highest honor in the Chinese animation industry, but also serves as an opportunity to showcase new animators and studios. Of 1,176 entries from 16 countries and regions, 89 were shortlisted. In addition to the General Award and the Promising Award, this year's competition added the Red Animation Award to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. Never Have Changed, produced by China Media Group, won this year's special Red Animation Award. Meanwhile, Tracks in the Snowy Forest, Taste in House, and The Story of the Red Boat won for animated series, animated short film, and comics respectively. The festival will conclude on October the 4th at the White Horse Lake International Exhibition Center. Zhang Mengyuan, CGTN.
And the exhibition starts this Friday as part of a major Chinese folk music performance campaign that will take place in Shanghai throughout October and November. Reporter Sun Siqi has a preview.
Pluck the strings on the mock guqins and listen to the 4 most famous guqins in history, like this one, an Eastern Han Dynasty instrument made from a half-burnt piece of sycamore. The story became a metaphor for the ability to know one's talent. And hearken to the drum beats in Lord of Qin in Battle Piece. Those who study Chinese folk music understand that in each dynasty, Chinese music was not that different than rock and pop music of today, garnering crowds of fans from the masses, high scholars, and even royalty.
What is classic has always been popular in the old days. This is true for Chinese folk music and for Western classical music. Listening to the old pieces, you feel the wisdom of our ancestors and feel how the music was trendy then and still is today.
In the past 3 years, folk music clubs like Zide Qingshe or Guqin Society of Ease have shot to fame on social media. Zide Qingshe's live performances at Shanghai Concert Hall since last year have had a full house at almost every show. With cartoon characters dressed like Tang Dynasty women at the exhibition, organizers have been pondering whether in this day and age, social media and cartoons are the only ways to lure people in their 20s to this ancient form.
In the Tang Dynasty, scholars wrote poems on what they saw and sent them to friends, which is really what social media is to us today. These clubs that post online on Han culture dressed in Hanfu robes are to be encouraged, if in the end they help folk music walk out of its ivory tower.
As part of the New Oriental Chinese Music Scene campaign, the exhibition opens this Friday and lasts till April at Shanghai Concert Hall, with admission costing 88 to 98 yuan. Also part of the campaign, the Shanghai Chinese Orchestra will perform concerts between October 20th and November 11th. Susie T, ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.
The Art Tree Project is focusing on opera this year, and the public is invited to join a series of workshops and shows to learn more about this classic art form. It's the third year of the event, organized by the Shanghai Grand Theater and the local government.
Workshops and lectures will be held in Shanghai from now until December, with topics that include backstage stories for the opera Sister Jiang, background music in classic movies, and on why operas became so popular in Europe. Opera singers and professors from Shanghai Normal University will take part in the event. Shanghai Opera House will also stage what they called a balcony opera at Shanghai Concert Hall on December 9th.
In Italy, a balcony opera is considered the best way to present bel canto, and we've seen some singers perform balcony operas last year during the pandemic. Shanghai Concert Hall is a historical building, and I think it's a great venue for a balcony opera. I hope we can keep doing that on and on.
Not as many people attend operas compared to musicals or plays, but we'll have Shanghai Grand Opera House in the future, so we hope this Art Tree project will help more people learn to love opera.
The Art Tree project started in 2019 with a focus on 7-stringed instrument called a guqin. Last year, the project featured ballet and a series of workshops to train beginning dancers. Members of the public can apply for a chance to perform La Traviata with Shanghai Opera House singers at Shanghai Grand Theater in December. Zhang Yue, ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.
A video art exhibition named Love, 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 the Sensory Garden is underway at Beijing's Today Art Museum. With the sensory experience of love as the theme, the show explores a definition of the romantic feeling through different artistic expressions. Our reporter Ding Siyue has more.
Have you ever wondered if there really is such a thing as love in the world? In the global video art installation, Love, 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 the Sensory Garden, 10 cross-generational artists have created a new exhibit based on love's sensory experience.
Our artistic journey will start from the Garden of New Life, through the Garden of Summer, past the Garden of Fervor, and finally we reach the Garden of Thorns to decide if we want to fall in love or separate. We will witness together whether love exists in the world.
One highlight of the exhibition is the first gathering of representative images by 5 of the most important female artists in the history of modern and contemporary art. Agnes Varda, the godmother of the French New Wave, announced a new era with first feature film on the theme of love. Frida Kahlo, the legendary Mexican female artist, grew into a strong warrior in the torment of love. Louise Bourgeois, one of the greatest female artists of the 20th century, continued to create till the last day of her life. Pipilotti Rist, a video artist, used color and perception to awaken the lives of ordinary people. And Tracy Emin, a British avant-garde artist, engraved the vow of love in every city and every heart. Love, as one of the most universal emotions, is also an important theme in art history. The exhibition features art based on the theme of love, and the definition of love here, as shown by the artists, also has a strong contemporary characteristics. 5 young Chinese artists also explain their understanding of love with their work. Through installations, immersive new media art, and VR works, the artists attempt to explore intimate relationships and the theme of urban people's emotional isolation.
Love, Love, Love tries to interpret love in the eyes of young people and explore the origin of love from the perspective of Generation Z. I hope more young Chinese people can come to the exhibition to discover love, explore love, and feel love.
From 2018 to 2020, the first season of Love, Love, Love visited 10 cities in China and welcomed over 1 million visits. And the second season, Love, 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 The Sensory Garden, will also go on a nationwide tour, providing year-end interactive exhibition activities. The Beijing stop runs until January 6, 2022. 丁思月 CGTN, Beijing.
The 20th Chinese Bridge competition came to a close recently, attracting a total of 125 contestants from 101 countries. During the event, international students expressed their love for Chinese culture through calligraphy, traditional instruments, food, and drama. This year's competition was held online, with the top 30 contestants showcasing their talents and interacting with the Beijing studio. The competition aims to spark the enthusiasm of students in various countries in learning Chinese and strengthening the world's understanding of the language and culture. Meanwhile, it also serves as an important platform for participants to boost their language skill while connecting with each other. The competition will be shown via the Yang Shiping and Chinese Bridge Club apps. And for the movie buffs, you can also hit the cinemas during the Golden Week, as more than 10 movies are currently available for viewing. They include patriotic blockbusters and a number of films for children. The Battle at Lake Changjing leads the box office with a cumulative sale of over 300 million yuan by the end of Thursday. Directed by Chen Kaige, Tsui Hark, and Dante Lam, the nearly 3-hour-long epic film is set in the second phase of the war to resist U.S. aggressions and aid Korea. It features Wu Jing, Yi Yang Qianxi, Dun Yihong, and Zhu Yawen. My Country, My Parents is a third patriotic piece following My People, My Country in 2019 and My People, My Homeland in 2020. Based on data collector Maoyan.com, by noon Friday, the total box office on the day surpassed 260 million yuan. According to booking platform Trip.com, around 650 million Chinese people are expected to travel during the 7-day National Day holiday. That's nearly 80% of the numbers seen during the pre-pandemic period. With COVID restrictions still in place in some destinations, many people are now opting for hotel stay-based vacations or staycations in their chosen city.
Hotel staycations are one of the most booked packages in China's big cities, where entertainment facilities, leisure activities, and shopping malls are often interconnected. The newly opened Beijing Universal Studio Resort is an ideal example.
The package at Risen Booked even covered the shuttle between the Universal Studio theme park and our hotel. So we checked in the morning and took the shuttle to the theme park, played for a whole day and stayed the night. There's also a shopping mall nearby where we could go shopping, see a movie, and have lunch the next day.
Analysts say hotel staycations are especially attractive to the young generation, who are tired of crowded scenic spots and want quality experiences. During the National Day holiday, bookings for high-end hotels rose 26% on a yearly basis on travel website Qunar.
The holiday hotel bookings on Fliggy have doubled from last year, thanks to growing appetite for hotel staycations. Except for high-end hotels in the city, suburban resort and expensive countryside B&Bs are also very popular to not just young people, but also families with kids.
Sales of hotel staycations suddenly started surging this year, especially during these short national holidays. The sales are actually at a record high.
Short-term hotel staycation packages are mostly priced between 1,000 to 3,000 yuan on major booking platforms. Many of them are already sold out for the National Day holiday. Beijing is the #1 choice for hotel staycations. It's followed by Shanghai, Chengdu, Shenzhen, and Hangzhou. 高颂雅 CGTN.
We began today's program with the celebration of the National Day, the 72nd anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. It also marks the start of an annual week-long holiday. From enjoying music in an outdoor setting to smelling the blooms of autumn, let's take a look at the activities lined up in the capital, Beijing, and also in Shanghai.
In Beijing, the highlight of the early October celebrations are street concerts by a full-scale orchestra in the Jiangtai area of Chaoyang district. the most vibrant region in the Chinese capital, with a population of some 5 million. From October 5th, the orchestra will perform some of the most notable soundtracks from big screen classics. After enjoying the music, visitors can stroll in the nearby market. Chaoyang District is also hosting outdoor screenings of films over the 5-day event. The films touch on a specific theme, such as the Communist Party centenary, the Winter Olympics, and the motherland.
We are moving this rather highbrow art to the streets so that a wider audience can appreciate the music. Now the National Day holidays are here. It is a major occasion for celebration for the whole country. We are holding this event as a way to say happy birthday.
In Shanghai, residents of the metropolis are taking in the spectacular flower displays around the city. The downtown Xuhui district has 20 of its major parks and gardens adorned with potted flowers, totaling more than 18,000 square meters in area. Falling on the 1st of October, China's National Day is celebrated over a one-week period, also known as Golden Week. During this extended time off, many go outdoors and enjoy the balmy autumn air. Mike Fox, CGTN.
At the 11th Beijing International Film Festival, attendees are praising the event, citing the quality of its films and the innovative boundary-pushing filmmakers. Now let's hear the thoughts of some leading actresses.
Hello， 大家好，我是周深。今天带来的是我为电影《悬崖之上》演唱的主题曲《悬崖之上》。对，然后我也很荣幸能够来到北京国际电影节的闭幕式演唱这首歌。
首歌曲的名字来形容一下北京电影节。
我和我的祖国，一刻也不能分割，无论我走到哪里，都留出一首赞歌。
大家好，我是杨千嬅。这次是我自己第一次来到北京国际电影节，然后是非常荣幸，很开心。最有意义是作为颁奖嘉宾，今天颁的奖项是关于音乐跟电影的关系，刚刚好就是好像自己从歌手跨界到演员的一种过程的一种感受，所以我觉得其实挺特别的。今天晚上不只是一个电影节，而是一种音乐艺术文化交流的一个晚上，所以作为一个观众，我觉得应该是挺开心、挺精彩的。
祝阿拉个北京国际电影节越办越好。这次来也是来观摩大家好看的电影，也来跟大家学习的。我其实特别期待跟一个90后的女导演合作。
大家好，我是关晓彤。这一次就是在北京电影节闭幕式上，要给大家带来一首歌曲。挺开心的一次合作的经历，毕竟也是前辈，所以能跟前辈学习到很多东西，我觉得都是很好、很难忘的经历吧。
每次来北影节都怀揣着一种期待，这种期待是，期待的北影电影节能发现世界之流的、世界水准的电影。这个身份的加持，对于我个人来说，我觉得我至少学会了一个交流、沟通的耐心。在挖掘人物上面的深度和维度上，我觉得还有很多的可能性。
我是来颁奖的，颁奖嘉宾。
颁奖嘉宾
很认真的说，颁奖，因为我各种各样的角色都演过，不是刚刚才演过北辙南辕的老太婆吗？然后我刚刚结束了一个前天我刚刚结束一部电影的拍摄，演一个女土匪。
遗憾的是我没有作品，兴奋的是我好像是在颁奖，我期待这个最佳男主角奖，我期待颁给一个真正强悍的男主角奖。电影节我参加过几次了，我觉得电影节，北京电影节，尤其是北京电影节应该越办越好，让世界人民了解北京，了解中国，让全国人民喜欢这个电影节。